My boss is a devil. My boss is a psycho. My boss is the worst thing that has ever happened to my life. My boss is this, my boss is that, and on and on and on. There is no end to it. Hi friends, how many of you say that? Come on, raise your hand. Well, I'm sure there are many responses to this. How many times does it happen that you have few of the best moments in your life, you're enjoying a kind of party with your friends or maybe with your family, and suddenly you get a call from your boss and you get absolutely annoyed. Why the hell is this gentleman is calling me at this point in time? He do not like my happiness. He always call me on the wrong time. Don't know what is he going to give me now, what kind of work has come across, and you start getting annoyed and annoyed. You pick up your phone, and before you attain the call, you become a different person altogether. It's kind you have a multiple personality disorder, and then you attend the call with a huge smile on your face and say, "Hello sir, how are you? Well, you have 100 years of life. I was just thinking about you. In fact, I was talking to my friends. It could have been so good if my boss was there with me during this party with you all." This is how it happens. So how many of you do that? Come on, this time raise both hands, and I'm sure of having huge response this time again. Okay friends, that's nice. I understand. No worries. Well, so whether the boss is good or bad or how to manage the boss, before we talk on these lines, let me tell you 99.9% of the bosses are good. They all are human beings like you and me. They are not bad. At some point in time, we are also bosses, we are managers, we are seniors, we are superiors to many people, and we are also the part of the same community. So today we are going to talk about 7 secrets on how to manage your boss and how to ensure that you have a peaceful life in your professional career. To start with, number 1 is being disciplined. Discipline means coming to office in time, going back in time, finishing all your work in time, and be available where you are supposed to be. You cannot be wanting around at different places when your job location is something else and you are supposed to be present there. Point number 2, be proactive. Proactive means doing something without someone is telling you, which needs to be done. Would you like your team member to be a person who would do the job only when he is told to do that? Just try to put yourself into the shoes of your boss and you would understand this. No, you would not. You would always want your team members to be proactive and do things without you telling them. Point number 3, take up little extra load. When you have some kind of responsibilities, extra responsibilities to be taken, you should be able to take it happily. Trust me, when the company gives you some extra responsibility, the reason is that company thinks that you are capable of delivering those objectives. They look at you as a person who is a go-getter, who can do things, and that is why those responsibilities are given to you. That decides your success, your growth as well. Point number 4, be ready to contribute more. Take up some workload from your boss as well. Understand, if you have X amount of work with you, your boss will have 10x of it. And that's why your boss is at that level, he's at that position. Point number 5, do not mind to put in some extra hours in the office if you are required to do so. Few times, please don't mind it. It's okay. There is a need, there is a requirement, and that is the time you need to show your presence. You need to show your contribution to the organization, and that definitely helps you. When you do these two things, your boss will automatically understand that you are ready to take up the next position, you are ready to grow up in the organization. Number 6, talk about innovations, talk about ideas. Do not complain. I repeat, do not complain. Because if you complain, you would be taken up as a negative personality. It may happen that you have some work and your colleague is not responding to you. There is a diplomatic way of putting it across rather than complaining about it. You may say to your boss, you know, how can we help him to respond us quickly? Is he too much overloaded that he's not able to make up everything that is there in his hand? There's something that is stuck and we want him to help us out into this. Would you help me in getting involved into it so that we can quickly close this? So this shows an absolutely positive approach from your end, and that will be taken on a very positive note. Last but not the least, be happy and be gentle to all your colleagues, all your peers, all your team members. The feedback that goes from all these people would always create a bigger impact on your boss than the experience that you yourself has given to your boss. Trust me, that is going to remain for a very longer period in his mind. Follow these tips, and in a short period of time you would see that your boss has started liking you and you have started liking your boss. This works. With all these tips, I'm sure that you would be able to make your work environment very, very cool, absolutely super cool. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy and keep learning.